I think at Baltimore, to some extent, we have a culture of low expectations. I've been talking about that at my foundation for a long period of time. In many ways, we associate ourselves more with the Wire than we do the Ravens. We've had more. We've won 2 Super Bowls since that TV show was on TV, so we need to believe in ourselves. In terms of cyber, in terms of technology, in terms of healthcare. We have incredible talent in this city. What we need is a mayor that can coalesce everyone around a common vision and common goals. Good grief, we run the Hubble Space Telescope from Hopkins, it's getting people to believe that we really do have a great workforce, incredible talent in this city, and a mayor that can focus people on a common agenda. Well, first and foremost, we have to audit city government. Until this city government gets a handle on what it's spending money on, I can't make promises like tax cuts. We haven't had an audit of our municipal functions since William Donald Schaefer was mayor, and the first sort of mini audits of the Department of Transportation that just came out used the word guesstimate all over the place. And I've been on a number of audit committees, and I've never heard the word guesstimate used in the context of an audit. So we really need to get serious right away about getting a handle on our financings. We're running a $744 million deficit over the next 6 years. And, that is a big threat to our city. The current mayor's used the word bankruptcy. And unless we get a handle first and foremost on our financing, then we're going to be in trouble. We're not going to be able to invest where we want to invest. And at the end of the day, we may in fact look like Detroit. We don't need to do that. So my priority, number one, get a handle on our financing. And we'll study that with real independent audits. But then, most importantly, we need to create a school system that prepares young people for today's economy, gives them that toolkit that they need to succeed in the world today, and then brings jobs into this city. By doing that, we'll cut crime, we'll put people to work, and we'll create the flywheel of economic development that I've done, frankly, in the venture business for a long time. The business community is, it's interesting. One of the things that I was really pleased to do at the GBC when I was the chairman of the GBC, 2 things that I think were important and I think will make a difference. One, we turbocharged a program called Bridging the Gap, which is a woman and minority-owned business, essentially boot camp. Because one of the things that I see with respect to women in minority business, we need to give them the toolkit so that they can compete. And we need to make all of the best practices of business aware and available to younger companies and women and minority business that are getting going. The other thing that I started, and I think it's really important, is to pair up the CEOs of GBC board members with younger company CEOs so that we mentor those young CEOs. I'm all about starting businesses, and I'm all about creating a lot of seed stage companies and new businesses in our city. But what's really important as well is to scale the ones that we have. And that's one of the things that we'll do with the business community in my administration. Well, first and foremost, we need to make people aware that we have the resources that we really have here. I mean, good grief, we have 2 of the greatest hospitals in the country. And like I mentioned before, we need to have a mayor that reaches out to the suppliers of those anchor institutions, and frankly reaches out to the competitors of the suppliers of those anchor institutions. Because those competitors, we've got some big businesses in this city, and the competitors of those suppliers would love to find a way to get more business out of them. Moving to Baltimore might be a great way to do that. So in my administration, one of the things that we are really going to do is be purposeful and focused around the strengths of this region, You know, we are not a steel building and we are not a shipbuilding economy anymore. That's served us well for a long, long period of time. But we're a cyber economy, we're a technology economy, we're a healthcare economy, we're a financial services sector. Let's build on those talents, let's build on those strengths, and I think we'll do really, really well.